Hi guys, I'm Abir. I'll be doing a quick Mixamo tutorial today. We'll be starting from the beginning, like from scratch, and then build one and then test animation from there. For table of contents, we'll start with introduction to Mixamo, so everything we need to know about Mixamo, what is Mixamo, things of that nature. Then we'll do creating and configuring a 3D object in Unity, camera setup, then importing the character from Mixamo, and then navigating and selecting animations from Mixamo, integrating that animation into Unity, and then testing the animations. So everything you need to know about Mixamo. What is Mixamo? Mixamo is basically this online platform created by Adobe that lets you add 3D animations, animations to your 3D characters. You can choose from thousands of animations or upload, even your own characters to then add the animations there. Why would you want to use it? Basically because of time. It saves a lot of time, so instead of you having to create animations from scratch, you could just use theirs. And how would we exactly do it? Well, pretty simple actually. So you would just go to the Mixamo website, upload your 3D characters, or you can choose one from their library, browse animations and apply them, and then download that animated character and then import it into Unity. Okay, so the very first thing that we will do is create a 3D object. I want to make a ground, so I click cube and select that. Now I'm going to rename it to ground. Here we have scales, rotation, position, among other things, right? So we're going to change the scale. I'm going to change the scale and use the axis to move it up or down to my liking. So here I'm just kind of experimenting with different scales and see how that looks. Moving the cube up and down, right? Just positioning it. Okay, just checking the views. And once that is done, I'm going to set the position to 0, 0, 0. Something to keep in mind also is that we have to make this cube be transparent, right? And it has to be collidable so that our 3D objects doesn't fall through it. Okay, so now I'm rotating the camera to ensure my ground is in frame before I dive into Mixamo. And yeah. Although I could have used my character from Mixamo, I like this Banana Man from the asset from the Unity store, so I figured why not use that. So here we are in the asset store where we add it to Unity. It arrives under the asset, then plugin folder. Then it's just as simple as dragging our character onto the ground. It is currently T-posing, which most do by default. So now let's go to the Mixamo part. Okay, now we're at the Mixamo website where we can see many different characters, plethora of different characters with different actions. Each Mixamo character can do each action, so there's endless creativity and freedom to mix and match, which is great. Here I'm just kind of exploring the characters, the animations, right? So you'll see a bunch of different animations that you can choose from, which is nice. Okay, so me particularly, I'm looking for boxing animations, and you'll see this animation genre that you can pick from. Okay, so now we see the boxing animations, a few different ones. Okay, so I'm choosing adventure just to kind of have a look at what it offers. Sport, right? Different animations there. these categories, you can filter through them, and just kind of like narrow down the search. So I'm looking for a boxing, like an idle animation, which we find here. Now I'm going to go ahead and download it. I click search, change the format, do without skin because we already have our characters. Give it a minute. Now open it up in Unity. Okay, now we're back in Unity. We see our Banana Man T-posing on the ground. We have our animations package with our clip, and what we want to do now is apply this animation to our character. Here, I go over to the folders. These are located in default. Now I click on my Banana Man object, come to the inspector window. Just give it a minute. Okay, you'll see that there is an animator subsection. This is crucial. We want it to show up here, the boxing animations. Now I simply drag this idle boxing animation onto the hierarchy for my 3D object, and now you see the animator window gets populated. We can see it there as well, the animator subsection. Okay, everything looks good. You can see that, yeah. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit play and give it a second to build. Okay, we're here. So now you can see my character is boxing. That was the animation that we had imported from Mixamo. And yeah, the character is boxing on solid ground, happy as it can be. So yeah, just really that simple. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful.